destroyed.
All for that.
I touch that's fine for you. I do that 3 4 times again. I testify for you. I told that lie, you that bitch like you.
I'm still at a disbelief that this is about to happen. I've worked so hard to try and figure out how to land in a place like this, and I'm finally here, and it almost just, it doesn't feel real in a sense, in a way. And it just takes me back to like thinking how we set goals in life, and once we accomplish that goal, we kind of just forget that it was actually a goal. We don't take a moment to actually celebrate everything that we have accomplished to get to the place that we are right now. So that's what I'm trying to do today. I'm trying to just be present, appreciate what God has given me, what life has brought me, all the ups and downs, the successes, the failures, the lessons. I'm trying to just be present and come back into vlogging. So yeah, I'm gonna bring you guys along with me on my entire day today because I took off my day job. I have this ceremony, and then I'm going to a few other places, and then I have another work event in the night. So it should be a fun day, a remarkable and memorable day. There's a lot of silence right now, just waiting in line until it's our turn. There's so many people here. It's time. Okay.
Good morning.
Good morning. Oh.
Yeah.
Good morning.
Good morning, madam. I'm going to be asking you a few questions and making a few statements, okay?
Sounds good. And it doesn't matter? Just
Yeah, just like cut it, destroy it.
okay. Okay, makes sense.
Okay?
Okay, and the subject line.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
And you're not. Just wait.
Okay. Keep alive, glorious and free. Oh, Canada, stand up oh, Canada, you stand up
Bravo everyone, on behalf of IRCC, congratulations to the new Canadians and thank you to everyone who contributed to this ceremony. There's about 15 more seconds.
C'est moi, 22. It's official, your girl is Canadian. She's Canadian, she's Canadian. I am a true Nigerian Canadian girl. Talk to me nice, baby. I love how she added that we should celebrate by doing something Canadian now. By either having some poutine for lunch, which I don't think I'll be doing, or going to Tim Hortons and grabbing some coffee, some donuts, cookies. There's no Tim Hortons nearby, so I don't know if I can accomplish that either. And then there's the option of maple syrup, but I don't want to have waffles. I don't typically have waffles, but I'll definitely do something very Canadian today, or I'll try. So just gonna finish up this oath application, send that in. The officer I did ask him if it's gonna take 5 business days to get it back to me so I can actually get the official certificate, and he said no, there's a likelihood that I'll get it back today. So let's see, hopefully he was being truthful with that. We're almost there, and it's so cold outside. Someone always says to me, you know what the cold does to you? It shows you that you're alive. Well, I guess in a way it does. but sometimes it just makes me want to go somewhere warm just to escape the cold. I feel like I owe you guys an explanation for leaving. I just don't have one. I really needed to just take a break from YouTube and figure out a few things in life, and honestly what my calling was in regards to YouTube. Sorry, I got cut off, my camera died. But yeah, like I was saying, I've just come to the conclusion that I'm never really going to know what my true purpose is on YouTube will be. I feel like it's just a platform to share your life, share the progress, just share your journey, and on the way, well, I guess this is how I see it. Actually, you know what? Let me tell you guys about this at home. We just got to the passport office. I don't want to delay this meeting. Hello.
Hello. They give you a hard time at the...
Nice.
I know what to do, but certain people get upset because they want to smile.
I've kind of given up on the whole do something Canadian because I couldn't find anything on the way home. I tried to find a Tim Hortons, but there's nothing. Well, there was nothing on the way home, so I also stopped by a grocery store with the intention of getting maple syrup. And as soon as I got to the aisle, I looked at the maple syrup, and the maple syrup looked at me, and we just decided that it wasn't meant to be. So I didn't get maple syrup. And I came home, jumped on a call, which resulted in a flight being booked. I thought I'd be spending Christmas alone, but I guess that just changed. Things, like I said, things sometimes just feel very unbelievable. And I won't really know if that's official until I've gotten my passport. So let me do what I'm supposed to do, be on top of things, and hopefully be out of here for Christmas. What I wanted to say was, I was telling him that, well, I was telling the person that I couldn't find anything Canadian to do. And they said, well, you were just outside and you were freezing. And that's very Canadian-like. So you technically just did something Canadian-like. And I'm like, you know what? You're right. You were right about that. And then I asked about eggnog, because I love eggnog. And we both weren't sure if eggnog is a very Canadian thing, but I'm just gonna say it is. So I've been in the cold today, and I'm sipping on some eggnog right now, so I'll take it. A win is a win, baby. A win is a win. I feel like I'm rushing. I have a few things that I really want to get done before I head out of the door, so I'm gonna concentrate on that, but I just wanted to check in really quickly before I go out. Oh, and the other thing that I really wanted to talk about is I wanted to talk about my vision on here. So let me try and summarize things as best as I can right now. So the way I'm going to just approach YouTube and all my social platforms is I'm just going to live my life, showcase who I am, be as true and authentic as I can be online, and hope to inspire women similar to me along the way. Women that are smart, beautiful, are very hardworking, ambitious, take their finances seriously. They want their money to work for them. Just women that love city life, women that love traveling, so many different things. Maybe one day I'll like sit down and really touch upon this topic, but that's the direction I want to head with this channel. So I'm going to be vlogging a lot more, and then I'll do inspirational like videos centered around topics every once in a while when I feel like I have something to say, something wise to share with you guys. I'll do that as well. And then the way that I had in mind to bring you guys along, get you guys caught up on my life so far, is I wanted to share my vision board. So for the first time this year, I created a vision board, and it's been very helpful. Like every day, well, not every day, let me stop lying to myself. Every once in a while when I cross by it, I'll take a look and refocus myself on the goals that I have, and it's just a very great representation of what I wanted to accomplish this year. And to be honest, I've actually done a lot. There are things on the board that I did not accomplish, and that's okay, because we are human and sometimes things just don't work out the way we envision it to. So yes, that is very much okay. But there's a lot of things on that board that I've actually accomplished, and I really want to talk about that with you guys. So that's a topic for another video. For now, that's it. The music out there just changed a little bit. I feel like we've been listening to a lot of Italian music since we got here. But yeah, I got here, I want to say like an hour ago, and I thought we would have some setting up to do, but he's already set up for his event. And we've just been chilling and talking about Toronto and Canada in general, and how this country or the world is heading for financial doom. It's interesting. And he's actually given us some really good advice on ways to succeed in Toronto. So I'm all for that. I love, like I keep preaching on my other social platforms, I love when I meet someone successful and they just leave their imprints on me by distributing knowledge. So he does really well for himself, and I love to just listen and learn, and that's exactly what I'm doing right now. He's said a few things. Maybe I'll sit down and talk to you guys about that later, but let me show you guys around the venue. People should be arriving soon too, so I'm not really sure how much footage I'll get, but I'll try it.
I touch that 5 for you. I do that 3 more times again. I testify for you.
Good morning. I'm gonna see if I can vlog a little bit today and try to just keep this up until maybe tonight or tomorrow, just this weekend. But yeah, I'm just waking up. I woke up like 2 hours ago, around 11, and then I've been on the phone with my sisters just catching up about yesterday, swearing the oath and everything. But I woke up with a headache this morning, and oh my goodness. Yesterday was, the headache was worth it. And I don't have the headache. Well, it's pretty much gone now. But I didn't get the headache from just drinking too much. I think it's more of just mixing 2 different types of liquor, because I was drinking a gin and tonic, and then they were doing shots of tequila, and I didn't want to do that, but everyone's like, oh, you've got to, peer pressure. And so I did just little shots here and there. And so yeah, I guess that's kind of why I have a headache this morning. So I tried to show you guys a little bit of that. Yesterday was a really good night. We were talking about Toronto and how the economy is going to shit. Honestly, I feel like it's not just Toronto, it's obviously a global crisis. But we did talk about a few things, and I do want to share that with you guys. So I'm gonna sit down in a moment and talk to you guys about that, or maybe I'll just tell you here. But what was I thinking? Oh, when I came home, the first thing I noticed, well, I noticed this while I was there, was he was barbecuing for his guests and everything, and it was all in the same room. So the smell, I could smell. I was like, yeah, I'm definitely gonna be smelling like barbecue after tonight. And as soon as I got home, I smelled my hair, I smelled my clothes, and everything smelled like meat. Oh my goodness. So I was on a late night mission to figure out how to make my hair not smell like barbecue, and now it smells really good. Yeah, it smells really good. And I didn't want to just wash my hair again, because I literally just washed it last week. So I was looking on TikTok. TikTok's my best friend. There's a lot of information on TikTok, and I saw that people were using, I saw a lot of different things, but I saw one person used some hair oil and some steam to get out the smell and just infuse your hair with the scent of the hair oil. So I did a bit of that, and I think that helped. And then another thing that a lot of people were doing was they were putting dryer sheets. So I have these this bounce one, I believe they're called dryer sheets. I basically took this, put it across my hair, and then wrapped my hair. I saw that they were wrapping their hair with the dryer sheet in it and sleeping in a bonnet, and I did that. And this morning, the only fear I had was by doing that, I was hoping that my hair wouldn't be ruined, because I don't know what type of chemicals are really being transferred over. But you know what, I said it's worth the risk. I don't want to wake up tomorrow morning with my hair smelling like smoke and barbecue. And it was a good decision. I will definitely do it again. If my hair is ruined after I straighten and do the next wash, I'll let you guys know. But I think it looks good. It's fun, and most importantly, it smells good now. So I'm a happy girl. I'm a happy girl. So the plan for today is I've just been cleaning, getting a little bit organized, catching up with family. The plan later on is to do a little bit of editing for Instagram. I need to also move some of my videos that I post on Instagram to the shorts on YouTube. So maybe I'll look into that, maybe not. What else is on my mind for today? It's already 1:30. One of the guests from yesterday's party had asked if I'd want to do dinner tonight, and I'm not sure if we're gonna go through with that, but we'll see. We'll see if he messages me. And there's somebody else that I usually do dinner with on Saturdays, so I might do that. And then somebody else asked me to do dinner with him, and I asked a few basic questions and he failed, so I'm not going to that. I'm not doing that dinner. So I have dinner, and then I'm working at the club tonight, so I'm looking forward to that. Dear God, please touch the hearts of my managers, allow them to see my worth, my value, and to give me one of the better sections for tonight. Amen. Amen. So I'm really hoping that I get a good section for tonight. If you're ever in Toronto and looking for a good place to party, let me know. Come. I will try and convince you to come to where I work at. The sound system is amazing. We have really good DJs, and honestly, it's a good vibe. So you definitely will enjoy yourself if you're into the club scene. The other thing that I'm really wanting to hear back from is my friend who hosted the event yesterday that I was working. We were talking about today, like his plans and all that stuff, and his friends' plans. And he mentioned that he might be interested in getting a table for tonight. So I have texted him just to follow up and see if he wants me to reserve a table. So fingers crossed he gets back to me and we get that reservation booked and good for tonight. But yeah, besides that, I don't think there's anything else. Oh, no, what am I saying? My main goal for today is to work on this passport application. I didn't realize, silly me, to have thought that all I needed was a few IDs and that certificate, my citizenship certificate, in order to get a passport. But there's an actual form, so I'm gonna work on getting that form completed today. That's what I'm gonna do for sure. That's top of my list, especially since I have that trip booked now for December. I need to get this done. So yeah, let me hurry up and get to work. Before I tell you guys that story that I really want to tell you, we're just gonna quickly change my flowers for my birthday. All the flowers are pretty much dead at this point. But I'm gonna see if I can just keep it for a little bit longer. Maybe I'll just remove the water and let it dry out because they're still pretty. I'm not sure. Hopefully you guys can actually hear me. I do have my laundry going on in the background since all my clothes and everything else smells like smoke. I am trying to be on top of things and have that washed and ready because some of the stuff that I wore at the event yesterday, I'm gonna be wearing tonight as well. So this is my flowers. These are the flowers that I was given. I was actually given 3 bouquets. A lot of them have died and a lot I could not be bothered to keep alive, so I tossed those out. And then these are the ones that I have left. They're pretty much dead at this point, but the colors, they're still here and they're pretty. Oh my gosh, flowers are so difficult. Like, do you guys have any advice on how to make flowers last for like a month with minimum to no work? Actually, you know what, if there's work and it actually keeps the flowers alive, I'll listen. So if you have any tips, tricks on how to just keep flowers alive, I would love to hear them. And if there are none, I might have to stop accepting flowers or buying myself flowers. But I'm just quickly gonna change the water and not cut off the root, because yeah, at this point they're dead. I've accepted that they're dead, and that's okay. At least they can be sitting in clean water for maybe a week longer, and then maybe I'll keep them without watering them or toss them out. Not sure. Cue the
But I like you, that bitch, I do it all, and I'm around, you're scared to do it. I'm not. As long as you joking now in for me, I ain't got it. I've been scheming, looting, hide your body. As long as you dreaming about me, ain't no problem. I don't got nobody just with you right now. But the truth, I look better under you. I can't lose when I'm with you. How can us lose and miss the moment? You just too important. Nobody do body like you do. I can't lose when I'm with you. I can't just lose and miss the moment. You just too important. Nobody do body like you do. You do. In the top tier ride with you, I feel like Scarface. Like that white bitch with the bob, I'll be your main one. Take this argument back up to my place. Sex from argue, I'm not violent on you day one. We had shit, yeah. It was magic, yeah. Smash and grab shit, yeah. Nasty habits take a hold when you're not here. Ain't a home when you're not here. Are they grow when you're not here? I'm saying I can't lose when I'm with you. How can I lose and miss the moment? You just too important. Nobody do body like you do. I can't lose.
Okay, water is clean and flour to the side. The topic that we were talking about yesterday while we were setting up was about property. So we were talking about the economy, and then we just started talking about property and how to get ahead a bit in life and use Toronto to our advantage. The person running the event is very successful. He has several different businesses. He's in construction. He owns his own construction firm. He has a lot of construction projects always happening in Toronto. And then he's also a chef. He was born in Italy. So he's been in the kitchen since the age of 4, I think, is when he said he made his first pizza, which is very cool. I love when you grow up in a household where you learn a skill and then you start to use that to your own advantage to make money. So he still is a chef. Every once in a while he does cater events, because I guess the buildings that he works on, they eventually just want him to cater their opening party and parties, just parties in general. So his one advice was, when we can, if you can, buy property. Although the economy is messed up and all that stuff, and prices in Toronto are outrageous right now, through the roof, the one way that you can really get ahead and use it to your benefit is by buying property. Because once you buy something in a city like Toronto or New York City, the only thing that's going to happen is the prices will continue to rise. People are always going to want to live in a big city like this. So in a year from now, in 2 years from now, whatever you see as expensive is only going to get more expensive. So you might as well buy now. If you can, buy now, put in that down payment and figure out the rest in regards to like getting a loan and all that jazz. So I think that's great advice. I've been wanting to like buy property for a long time, but the only thing is that property in Toronto, like I just said, it's expensive. A proper 1-bedroom apartment condo, you're looking at, I'd say, around 700 to 800K. So that's almost $1 million for a shoebox, like they all say, like we say, which is true. We're literally living in a shoebox, but we're doing it because there's so much happening in cities like this, and you're in close proximity to things. You can walk. The public transportation is, I want to say on point, but not on point, but it's available to us, so we can't really complain. And then yeah, it makes sense. And honestly, I feel as though property is the one thing right now in big cities that is guaranteed to get you a great return on your investment. I've heard like 30% return, 40%. Honestly, anything more than 3% is ideal, since inflation is around 3% every year. And then if you're really into finance and all that stuff, maybe you find proper deals with the bank for around 3%, sometimes 5%, 4%. So, and then based off of research, like market research, and just how stocks behave over the years, typically a stock or an ETF will give you back about 10% return on your investment over years. So anything above, I'd say 10%, is really good. I've been really trying to look for things that would give at least 10% without having to invest into an ETF or stocks. And I mean, I do have some money sitting there, but the thing with ETFs and stocks is that they go up and down, they fluctuate. So the money that you put there, that you park there, you need to literally just park it there for a few years and not look at it, and then come back to it. And you should be able to see that 10% return if that's what the history of that ETF has shown over time. But I really want things to just guarantee at least 10%, like every year, guaranteed. I don't want to just park for 5 years. I want to see returns in a year. So I'm blabbing right now, but yeah, I think when I can, I really need to look into buying property and just getting my foot in the door. And he also said that like the first property you buy is always the hardest, but once you've done that and gone over that that milestone, everything else becomes easier. Once you get that money back, it starts to work for you, and you can go out and buy another property, maybe 2 properties this time, and then the return doubles and so forth. And that was his advice. He said, if you're going to make any money and really just set yourself up for success, like look into property. So I guess this is a reminder for myself, and like some nuggets for you. Hopefully you do something with that, because I need to do something with that too, that information. But yeah, that's what we talked about. I thought that was a really good topic, so I just wanted to share it with you guys. All right, I'm gonna go now and get some of the stuff that I was talking about done, and I'll see you guys soon. I want to show you guys what I'm having for dinner, just in case you need some local but still very delicious dinner ideas. You might want to try this out. So I am pretty much having a salad with protein in it. At the bottom you can see some rice. Usually I don't put rice in my salads, but because I had takeout the other day and it came with rice, I didn't want to throw away the entire rice, so I'm having some of it. Then there's quinoa and steak at the bottom, and then lettuce and just apples, and then I put salt just for a little bit of taste. I used to put olive oil. So first I did dressing many years ago, and then I started putting balsamic, and then I switched over to olive oil, and now I put in just salt most of the time, or lime or lemon. So I'm excited to eat that. And as you guys can see, I've done my makeup for tonight, so I'm ready for the club later on. I'm gonna be leaving in about like an hour or so, so it should be another very long day for me. I don't see myself going to bed until maybe 4 a.m., around 4 a.m. But I'm still very much looking forward to that. I love having 2 jobs. I love the balance between having a corporate job and then having the nightlife job. It works for me right now, and I cannot complain. So I did get that citizenship application done. Initially, I thought that you only needed 2 references, but you actually need a guarantor as well. And when I read guarantor, I kind of freaked out. I'm like, who should I pick as a guarantor? Just because, like, when I think of guarantor, I think of someone who has to be there for you financially. But then I spoke to my sister, Jessica. She's like, just calm down. Read what the guarantor is for, and then pick somebody that you trust. So we read that over together, and I found somebody, and so I'm good to go with that. I'm gonna go see my guarantor tomorrow. I'll go a friend of mine, she's gonna be a guarantor, and we'll get that signed, and I should be good to go for my passport on Monday. What else? So the application isn't long at all to fill out, which is good news. There's pretty much just 3 pages of information that you have to fill out, and then there's 5 other pages of other information that you have to bring and all this other stuff. So very simple. I have it printed out. It's sitting on my table over there somewhere. And yeah, I don't know what else I want to tell you guys. I had a few other things that I wanted to talk about, but it's not coming to me right now. So I'm just gonna have dinner, watch Gossip Girl. I'm watching Gossip Girl for the 2nd time. I feel like I'm gonna watch it for the 3rd and 4th and 5th. The thing with me is if I find something good, I can relate to it, and it's just making sense to me, I want to study it. I need to watch it over and over again and just study it. And so that's kind of where I am with Gossip Girl right now. I really love Blair as just an actor. I love her role. I love Serena as well. So Blair's the really smart girl in there, but she's also kind of ruthless and mean. And I would say that's because of her upbringing, her parents in a way, and also the people around her. Like she shows the world that sometimes you cannot make somebody love you, but what you can do is make them respect you by showing them who you are, what you are capable of, and then they have no choice but to respect you. And then Serena is just this socialite. She's kind, she's sweet, she's smart too, and many more stuff to say about her. Then there's Dan, who I kind of like-ish. He reminds me of someone I dated in the past. And then there are some flaws with him that I'm just like, you're giving me the ick boy. I don't really like that. Anyway, and then there's Chuck. Oh, I really like Chuck. In the beginning, he gives off just a very bad person, but later on, you can see that he actually has a heart. Depending on who is in his vision, like, and all that stuff, he has a really big heart, and I love that. And he also just gives off someone that's very put together, someone that's very business oriented, and so much good things about him. I love Chuck as an actor. And then who else is there? So there's so many other people, and yeah, I really love I love the show. So I'm gonna go do that. I don't think I'll pick up my camera again today or tonight, or maybe I will. Maybe I should show you guys a little bit of behind the scenes of the club top. Oh, I was just gonna say the toxic club life. It's not always, actually, let me not lie, it's a lot of toxic, but you've got to be strong in order to survive in this industry. I will say that for sure, and leave it there. I might bring you guys behind the scenes, I might not, and I might pick up the camera tomorrow, but if I don't, you guys will see me soon anyway. Good morning. It's Sunday. My voice is a little bit gone from yelling and trying to understand the customer and so forth. Yesterday it was good, but it started off a bit shaky. I was given the VIP area of the club, but there was nobody assigned to there, so there was no bookings, no reservations for the 2 tables that I was given. So I was like, great. And then later on, as the night progressed, I found out that I was the only tables that were not booked. Like everybody else had sections and they were all booked except for mine. I was like, well, that doesn't make me feel good. But as the night progressed, I'd say one of my tables got booked, and they were nice people. They're from Turkey, so we were able to bond a little bit because I've been to Turkey a few times and I love Turkish people. Some Turkish people, very sweet people. So that was good. And then eventually the other table got booked as well, and that group was Albanian, which is so funny because I know Turkish people, I know Albanian people, I love Albanian people. I've known someone for such a long time from Kosovo, and we're good. So that was good. And then at the end of the night, I ended up staying the latest because my tables arrived late and they just decided to order really late, and they were ordering like really good bottles. So it was a really good night. Somebody else from another table came over to me and was asking to order a bottle for me. Anyway, he asked to order a bottle for me. No one else was there, so I took the order after clearing it with my manager. And then the girl who had that section, who had already disappeared, came and was like, oh, did somebody order a bottle with you? I was like, yeah, but they came up to me, no one was here, I took the order, everything's done. So, and she wanted to like instigate some stuff. I'm just like, no, it's done, sorry, I have nothing to say to you. So yeah, whenever things like that happen later on, I go back and feel bad about it, but I'm like, they would have done the same thing, but probably even worse. I know these girls, just so you gotta be. Anyway, I am off to the gym now. Didn't go to bed until 5 a.m. so it's been a very long few exhausting hours for me, but I went to bed around 5. Right now it is, what time is it? 12. Sorry, my oven's a bit delayed, so it's 12. I got enough sleep, I guess. I woke up about 30 minutes ago, so I'm going to the gym, and then after that the plan is to go over to my friend's so that she can get my passport information, all that stuff signed as the guarantor. And then I probably will go get a few more groceries. I have a bit. I just went grocery shopping a few days ago, and then I brought out salmon and stuff to make just for preparation of the week. And yeah, I'm not sure what else I get up to. Probably some content creation. I'm always content creating. I love creating content, and so that's what I do. And yeah, so you guys are gonna come with me to the gym. Let me see if I can sneak a little clip here and there because I'm bringing my proper camera. But if not, I'll see if I can take it with my iPhone. It's just so annoying when I have to start mixing and matching the two. But we're gonna make it happen.
With you, how can I snooze and miss the moment? You're just too important. Nobody like you do. You do.
Are you frontin' on me and I'm the main one crying? Are you blaming on me and you the main one lying? Are you threatening me then I'm the main one crying? Just tryna be you everything, main one crying. Are you frontin' on me and I'm the main one crying? Are you blaming on me and you the main one crying? Are you blaming on me and I'm the main one crying?
Let me lose when I'm with you. How can I lose and miss the moment? You just
Her mirror. Ooh. Set up some chairs over here.
She is indeed helping. Indeed helping.
Her decor is on point.
Thank you.
So pretty.
I'm working.
Home. I actually got home like, I want to say about 40 minutes ago, and I've just been relaxing a little bit. When I got to my friend's home, she signed my papers and we did all of that, and then she asked if I could help put some stools together with her. Her apartment is so cute, and I'm kind of jealous because I also wish I could decorate this place so that it actually fits my aesthetic. But when I moved in here, this place was pre-furnished and everything, so I don't have a say in what furniture and all that stuff can go into here. But I really look forward to that, buying my own place and furnishing it the way that I envision that I'd like for it to look. But anyway, I'm gonna make some dinner, so I'll make that with you guys. I'm gonna have some hot chocolate, and I'm also waiting to hear back from one other reference of mine. I asked this guy to be my reference, and now I'm kind of just regretting it a bit because he's just dropped the ball. I'm like, honey, I've asked for a few information. It's not that hard, just... But anyway, he just texted me, so he should be getting back to me soon. If he doesn't, I'm gonna have to just drop him so that I'm not stressed and tomorrow goes well. Speaking of which, I need to also log into my work laptop and reschedule my day because yeah, I am probably not gonna go to work tomorrow, or at least not for the beginning of the day, until at least I put in my passport application, because that is of more importance to me right now. So let's make some hot chocolate, chat a little, and then I'm gonna be making some salmon and quinoa, and that is going to be part of my week's worth of meals. The oven is going. I just put in the quinoa. Let me show you guys actually. So this is how I make quinoa. I boil water. I try not to put too much, but there's a bit too much in here. I'm just gonna end up draining it once I see that the quinoa has started to cook a bit. I'm gonna add some coconut oil, probably 2 spoons of that. And then later on, I add some, can you guys see that? All-purpose seasoning. I'll add a bit of that, and then a little salt if I feel like it still isn't as tasty, and then some thyme. And for the salmon, I'm gonna make it a little bit differently than how I typically make it. In the past, I would usually just wash the salmon a little bit and then add some seasoning and toss it in the oven and let it do its job. But I came across a recipe recently and I really love it. So basically what you would do, in the past, I have added lime, but today I'm using lemon. So you want to just coat the base with lemon. There's lemon juice in there, and then add the salmon. Let it cook for about 15 minutes on one side, and then after the 15 minutes, take it out. I'm gonna add some of the seasoning, just a little bit, because I don't want too much extra calories on here. I'm gonna add pepper, salt, and then let the other side cook for another 15 minutes, and 30 minutes should do the trick. I have my oven at 525 right now, but I think I'm gonna say 450 should be good. And yeah, pretty simple. I like to keep my life simple. I don't like the stress. I don't like the stress. It's already been a very long week. Okay, the oven is set to go. All right, let's put this in. Let's put this baby in. Let's put this baby in. Okay. Timer. I think I'm gonna end the vlog here. That's still hot. It's been a very good weekend. I cannot complain. You guys have joined me at a very exciting point in my life. Yeah, things are gonna change for me. They're always changing, to be honest. I open myself up to change. I welcome change. I welcome success. I welcome wonderful opportunities. I'm just welcome to everything that the universe is going to bless me with. And honestly, 2024 has been such a good year for me. Up and down for sure. Definitely up and down. But overall, it's been good. I'm blessed and I'm grateful. So yeah, I hope this is not the beginning of the end. I hope this is the beginning of the beginning, and I will start vlogging a lot more, picking up my camera a lot more. I still need to get back to that vision board so that I can kind of just bring you guys up to speed with my life so far. And if everything goes well, I should be traveling soon. So I'll see if I can vlog that. That will be exciting-ish. Where I'm going is a very peaceful and quiet place, so I don't know what we will be getting up to, but it will be nice to, instead of having a white Christmas, a white snowy Christmas, it will be a white sandy Christmas. I will see you guys in the next one. Take care of yourself until then. Bye.